Hi everyone, I'm Emmanuel Worswell and today I'm excited to walk you through my medium fidelity prototype for an enhanced email attachment search feature designed for a web-based email client like Gmail. This prototype builds on user research from my project, addressing pain points like the generic name problem and disconnected attachment context. It evolves prototype C from my earlier designs, integrating filters from prototype A and an AI query from prototype B into a cohesive thread-focused solution. Let me set the scene with a real user story from my research. One participant said, I need a PDF from finance last month, but the file name is something generic like report.pdf. I end up scrolling for 10 minutes or asking them to resend it. That's the generic name problem. Another said, I remember the conversation, not the file. That's disconnected context. My survey of 23 users and 8 prototype testers showed 78% struggle with recall and all 8 preferred context over search bars. So this design keeps attachments inside the thread and adds smart recovery tools. With an email like this, what I can do is click on 2 attachments, and the core idea here is that every email thread has an attachment button. And with one click, you can expand the 2 attachments as can be seen down here. Why a panel? Because 100% of evaluators in my first test said, I want all files from this conversation in one place. That way, no more jumping between emails. Now, the filters from prototype A, as you can see, we have 2 attachments here. If I click on PDF, we now only have the PDF selected. Why filters? My need finding showed users think in metadata. It was a PDF from finance last month. This supports recognition over recall, Nielsen's heuristics, and reduces the gulf of execution, intent to actions in one click. But what if you don't remember enough for filters? That's where Prototype's B AI Assistant comes in. Optional, not mandatory. In this case, I've typed in budget, and I see that there are 2 results. It returned 2 Excel files with sender, date, and content preview. Why optional? My evaluation showed AI is fast, but users don't trust it 100%. One said, what if it hallucinates? So it's a pop-up, not the main flow. You can close it and fall back onto the filters. This gives flexibility and user control. Another Nielsen principle. Now on to recognition. What you can do in a scenario like this, if you think that this is the correct PDF, and the preview that shows up here is kind of what you recognize as being the correct file that you were initially looking for. You can click View to expand the preview. Since this is a prototype, unfortunately I don't have a preview here right now, but it would give the user some possibility of using visual memory, recognition over recall, to decide if they want to download the file or not. Why did I do this? Users told me I'd know if I saw a blue header. This leverages visual memory recognition over recall. One evaluator said, this would have saved me 15 minutes last week. Metadata confirms sender, date, size, email snippet, so you can verify and then download. So in 3 clicks, expand, filter, view, we solved the generic name problem. In 1 sentence with AI, we help vague recall, and everything stays in context, no detached search results. This final design scores 4.44 out of 5 on ease of use with a sample size of 9. Users noted that this final design could have been extended even further with sender filters and content search, which is something that I planned for another design. That's it. Thanks for watching.